Leopards, rise of Nyoka, queen of the Luangwa. In the untamed wilderness of Zambia's Luangwa Valley, life and death dance to the rhythm of nature. This region, carved by the mighty Luangwa River and framed by ancient mopane forests, is one of the richest ecosystems on Earth. It's home to over 60 species of mammals, 400 species of birds, and countless predators that stalk through the heat-shimmering grass. But among them all, few are as mysterious, adaptable, or breathtakingly beautiful as the African leopard, and one, in particular, is about to leave her mark on history. Her name is Nyoka, the new queen of Luangwa. At only 3 years old, Nyoka has achieved what few leopards her age dare to dream. She's claimed her own territory. Her predecessor, Suri, ruled these lands for a decade, a living legend who survived droughts, rival lions, and the relentless competition of other leopards. But time eventually caught up to her. Youth, hunger, and determination triumphed over wisdom, and Suri's reign ended in silence. Now, Nyoka stands at the heart of her new realm, surveying a land that seems tailor-made for her kind. Though her territory stretches a mere 4 square miles, every inch of it teems with opportunity. The Luangwa Valley is a mosaic of life, sun-baked savannas, thickets of ebony and mahogany, and a natural trench known as the Cut, a dry riverbed that fills with water only a few months each year. This is Nyoka's fortress. Within the Cut, she becomes a ghost, unseen, unheard, and lethal. Its walls of tall grass and shadows give her perfect cover to launch ambushes on unsuspecting prey. Herds of impala, puku, and bushbuck graze at the edges, while Lillian's lovebirds, Africa's tiniest parrots, fill the air with chatter as they pick at fallen seeds. Even the baboons, clever and bold, forage fearlessly in daylight. But by night, when their eyes close in the treetops, they become fair game for Luangwa's silent assassin. Still, mastery doesn't come overnight. One afternoon, Nyoka's hunger gets the better of her. She spots a troop of baboons resting in the sun and makes a reckless move. The moment she shifts her weight, a young baboon screeches, an alarm call that echoes through the valley. Instantly, the troop unites. Dozens of them surround her, their males bearing canines as long as her claws. Nyoka stands frozen, knowing one wrong twitch could provoke a fatal attack. After a tense standoff, dusk offers her salvation. As the sun dips behind the hills, she melts into the shadows, vanishing like smoke. Night in the Luangwa is both her enemy and her ally. With eyesight 8 times sharper than a human's, Nyoka prowls through the darkness with surgical precision. Her padded paws move silently over the dust. She waits, a motionless silhouette, until a lone impala buck drifts too close. 15 feet is her strike zone, but before she can leap, the wind betrays her. Her scent carries. In a heartbeat, the impala is gone, and the valley falls silent once more. Failure, for Nyoka, is just another step toward perfection. Life here is perilous, even for a queen. Her biggest rivals are not other leopards but the Mwanga Pride, a coalition of 16 lions who rule by brute force. A single adult male weighs nearly 330 pounds, 5 times Nyoka's size, and their roars can be heard from 5 miles away. They are her greatest threat, and she must avoid them at all costs. Then there are the spotted hyenas, expert thieves who can smell blood from nearly a mile off. They rarely kill leopards, but will steal anything they can find. And finally, the African wild dogs, smaller, lighter, but infinitely more dangerous in a pack. Unlike the lions and hyenas, Nyoka has no allies. Leopards are solitary creatures, masters of self-reliance. Her only true defense lies in her agility and intelligence. When danger closes in, she climbs, sometimes 20 feet or more, dragging kills heavier than herself up into the trees. There, suspended in the branches, she feasts in peace while the scavengers squabble below. But Nyoka's survival depends on more than hunting. Every few nights, she embarks on long patrols, tracing the invisible boundaries of her domain. She leaves behind chemical messages, scent marks laced with secretions from her glands, each one declaring, "This land is mine." Her rasping calls echo across the valley, warning rivals to stay away. These patrols are exhausting, but essential. The Luangwa Valley has one of the densest leopard populations in Africa, with as many as 3 leopards for every 10 square miles. Boundaries blur. Trespassers test the limits. And Nyoka, new to her throne, cannot afford to show weakness. One humid night, as fireflies drift like sparks across the plains, Nyoka senses something amiss. The scent is unmistakable, another female. Her name is Zuri, older, heavier, and restless. Driven by instinct, Zuri is searching for a mate. Her pheromones saturate the air, announcing her presence to any nearby males. One, in particular, is listening. Kano, a massive male whose territory overlaps Nyoka's. His scent marks are pungent and unmistakable. He's fathered many cubs, but his hunger for legacy never fades. Zuri follows his trail deep into Nyoka's realm, unaware that each step brings her closer to confrontation. Along the way, she brushes with death. A pack of wild dogs spots her in the open. She barely escapes, darting up a marula tree while they circle below, snapping their jaws in frustration. Their howls ripple through the valley like thunder, a ritual of dominance before they finally move on. When Zuri descends, dawn is breaking. She continues onward, drawn by Kano's scent, and walks straight into Nyoka's land. The two leopards cross paths in the tall grass near the gully. The world seems to hold its breath. Both freeze, eyes locked. They are mirror images, strength and grace sculpted by evolution. Nyoka growls low, a sound like rolling gravel. Zuri responds in kind. There is no retreat. The clash is sudden and brutal, a blur of claws, teeth, and dust. They tumble through the undergrowth, each fighting not for food or a mate, but for sovereignty. Minutes drag like hours until, finally, Zuri falters. Bloodied and breathless, she slinks away, defeated but alive. As dawn spills golden light across the valley, Nyoka limps toward an ancient ebony tree overlooking the river. From its high branches, she surveys her kingdom, the plains alive with antelope, the trees echoing with the calls of hornbills, and the scent of rain drifting on the wind. She's earned her throne not by birthright, but by courage, cunning, and sheer resilience. Every scar tells a story of survival. Every breath she takes is a triumph against the odds. In the wilds of Luangwa, there is no peace, only balance. And for now, under the soft morning sun, Queen Nyoka reigns supreme. But the jungle never sleeps. Somewhere beyond the river, another young leopard prowls, hungry, ambitious, and waiting for her chance to take the crown.